Let y'all come in.
And you need something to grab your conscience. You don't need more purses, but you need more God. You don't have fashion, I can give you passion. You need more love, hey, can I give you that? You looking for yourself, hey, can I help with that? Treat you like my business and I always take my
Let me get
time.
this straight.
Don't want you to be jealous. Excuse my lingo, don't be jealous. Love you like Christ, that's so unselfish. I'm so unselfish. I'm so.
Kanye West.
What's up, y'all?
We had conversations and we talk about life. You tell me all your goals and I'll tell you mine. Nothing's coming good without a sacrifice. You looking for heaven with a list design. Russian, we ain't doing no Russian. We don't beat like percussions. No arguing, no fussing. This what the kingdom do.
Happy Sabbath. What's up? Seventh Pad. What's up? I am Lynn B. What's up, Ashley? What's up, Kiana? What's the Ice Cold Wolf? What's up, Walt Harris? What's up, JoJo Mac? What's up, Synergy Strength? He said I'm using the native tongue. What's up, Mika? What's up, Eagle Boy Edward? This artist's name, shoot, I'm sorry. Shoot. This artist is named Film from Zion. I interviewed him one time, but he's this Film from Zion. It's called Transition. He talking to a young lady. And this music right here is this is Kingdom music. What's up, T? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Kiana?
You looking for yourself, hey, can I help with that? Treat you like my business and I always take my time with it. Can we walk like Vice Mary? Don't want you to be.
I'm just gonna let y'all come on real quick. Like the folks on Instagram get on. I want to talk about this. What's up, TK? I know. We about to get on, my boy. Did I say what's up, Kenya? Hope you had a blessed day. Somebody sent me a Kanye clip. And I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. So I want to talk about Kanye and these sacrifices, you know.
Promise that I can give it to you. I'm confident in him. You can tell us a change in yourself when you be around me. That's the Holy Spirit that you feel, and I'm so glad you found us. Russian, we ain't doing no Russian.
Okay, so I see IG coming on, so I can get started. But this artist's name is Film from Zion. He has some good music. What's up, Tiana? What's up, King Tabernacle? Deshaunay. You know what? Let me go to this video first.
So this is what really happens with Peter, Amy, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries.
You don't need more purses, but you need more God. You won't have passion, I can give you passion. You need more love, hey, can I give you that? You looking for yourself, hey, can I help with that? Treat you like my business and I always take my time with it. Can we walk like Christ and Mary? Don't want you to be jealous. Excuse my lingo, don't be jealous. Love you like Christ, that's so unselfish. I'm so unselfish.
He said, I love you like Christ. That's so unselfish. Y'all hear what this young man is saying, man. Okay, so let's get started. Here goes an old clip of Kanye, and you hear Kim Kardashian in the background, and these guys, they're in some kind of, I guess, limo or whatever, and these guys are eating ribs and French fries, and Kanye is holding the plates. So I just want you to watch this and tell me what you all think. I can show it on YouTube. Matter of fact, if y'all want to watch it, just come to YouTube, Instagram. I'm gonna play the main video on here, but if you want to see these other videos, come to YouTube. But I'm gonna just play it real quick. And this is Kim Kardashian talking. I'm gonna play it about 3 times. It's like only 10 seconds long. So here we go.
Guys. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah.
Hey, my bad, y'all. Oh my goodness. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. Sorry. Um, Dang. Can y'all hear me now? Can you all hear now? I just stopped. Give me a second. Uh, Instagram. Can you all hear me now? I like that name, Chakra Khan. Okay, so as I was saying, if you join any kind of order or fraternity, sorority, secret society, organization, whatever, there's always a ritual or rites of passage. Usually it's a thing done to break you down and then they build you back up. This is with everything. This is gang initiations. Everything has the breakdown, build up process, sort of rites of passage process. So Kanye here is a part of some ritual, humiliation ritual, obviously, because Kim Kardashian says this is what really happened. So she's showing you what happens behind the scenes, and it's Kanye holding these guys' plates as they eat ribs and French fries. So we can imagine the things that Kanye was required to do in this industry, and not just him. He's not exempt. All of them. It's not just Kanye. It's all of them. None of these people are exempt. I don't care how cool they look, how much swag you think they have. All of these people got to get down. Every last one of them. Remember, people like Jennifer Hudson. There's always a person that's around him. Her whole family, but look at Serena and Venus. You know, her sister was gunned down. Their sister was gunned down. We look at Jay-Z, his nephew. We look at a lot of people. Bill Cosby, his son. A lot of people, these family members are deceased on their way or get deceased on their way up to the top. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm gonna let you all listen to Kanye about what he has to say about it. But this ritual right here that you see, Kanye holding their plate. So Kanye West is not exempt from this. I don't care if he gets out there and he talks, big and bad. He's still a part of it. Now he may just say, I'm done with it and y'all come and get me. He may be on that tip, but Kanye West is a part of it, and we're going to actually look into this. I won't be on here that long tonight, but I just want to let you all know that Hollywood, the entertainment industry, and all these this is Satan's domain, and this is what the devil runs. And so, in order to be in there, you got to do it. You got to submit. You can't be in there and be free. They can't afford to have someone in the industry that they don't have any leverage over, because you might get a platform so huge and you'd be able to speak out. You notice the folks that spoke out end up deceased. Now, Michael Jordan's father, interestingly enough, I don't believe that he was necessarily a sacrifice, and I'll tell you why. There was a woman who dared to dig into Michael Jordan's father being killed. And I'm going to be honest with you, based on what she uncovered, it's on YouTube. And you know what? I'm going to react to what the woman said about Michael Jordan's father. And she brought out all the facts, the two guys involved and everything. And so Michael Jordan's father wasn't just on the side of the road asleep. Michael Jordan has a sister, his older sister, accused their father of molesting her. So she left the house when Jordan was about 12 years old. So, Jordan's father, what he was into really wasn't that innocent. And the area that he got found or murdered in was an area known for drugs and prostitution. So that whole thing with Jordan's dad wasn't just some random sacrifice for Jordan. No, that wasn't it. I'm not saying Jordan didn't make a sacrifice. I just don't think that was it, because his father was involved in some things, and I might react to the YouTube video the lady did on the whole thing. But Jordan's older sister accused the father of molestation from the time she was like 9 to 16 or 17. So I'm just telling you all that Jordan's dad, based on what she said, you notice that she's been silenced. The whole family turned against her. Anyway, let's just focus on what's up, JT. Let's just focus on Kanye right now.
They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you. But the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slights from nobody. Right? I ain't taking no slights from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was Sacrafice.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan. What about him? His dad, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like there might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still Forbes, who hate me, right? Had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important than thinking of life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but.
So you are pretty much here. I don't know what Farrakhan said that he didn't like. I actually want to look at it. The audio comes from an interview. I'll play it on YouTube for you all. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if it's on YouTube. If I can just find the clip.
Hello, beautiful.
His son, right? Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Okay, let me play it on YouTube real quick for the folks on IG. Just let me play it real quick for them.
Mama was sacrificed.
But tell you what, let's play that clip, then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate
Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. They taking those flights.
So guys, when Kanye says that his mama was sacrificed, Kanye is not talking about the sacrifice that quite a few people often accuse him of. Kanye West is basically showing you guys what we call the system, how the system set up things to basically traumatize.
I don't know what she's talking about, but basically in that clip, Kanye talked about Bill Cosby's son being sacrificed, Michael Jordan's father being sacrificed. You know, everybody's bought and paid for: Jay-Z, Beyonce, Shaq, Charles Barkley, Boosie, T.I., all of them. So, but let's rest assured that nobody's just sacrificing your loved ones. The way this thing works is it has to be a sacrifice, meaning that Satan is going to require something that you love. It's not a sacrifice you don't care. It has to be something that you hold dear to your heart. So that's why you notice in these industries, it's always somebody they care about that's gone, that's close to them. So what I'm telling you is, when it comes to this, the devil always requires a blood sacrifice. This happened from Cain and Abel. This, you go after the Cain and Abel. Cain sacrificed his brother. What I'm telling you is, they require a blood sacrifice. I don't even want to get into all this blood talk, but the blood is something that is sacred because the blood is what carries the breath of God in it. Okay, so God's oxygen is in the blood. How we breathe, oxygen is in our blood. The breath of God, God breathed life into man. The breath of God is in the blood. That's what makes the blood sacred. It's not some satanic nothing. That's what makes the blood sacred. It's the breath of God. The breath of God is carried in the blood. So when you sacrifice somebody, you spilling God. That's why when Cain killed his brother, the earth cried out. When the blood hit the ground, the earth cried out. So I was letting you know how powerful a sacrifice is. This is why the devil has you do it. Because the sacrifice of innocent blood is powerful. So they always sacrifice someone close to them and someone innocent. But let's watch the other clip. So I really want to get into him talking about his mother. Okay, let's go.
Blames himself for his mom's death. Kanye West blames himself for his mom's death.
I wrote this song just so you know, no matter where you go, my love is so.
Kanye's mother, Donda, passed away at the age of 58 in 2007 from heart disease, while also suffering complications from plastic surgery. Now, 8 years later, Kanye is opening up about her death to Q Magazine. The 38-year-old rapper tells the mag, "If I had never moved to LA, she'd be alive. I don't want to go far into it because it will bring me to tears." The topic came up when Kanye was asked what he had to say.
Now, out of his own mouth, he said, if I had never moved to LA, my mom would still be alive. I don't want to talk about it to bring me into tears. Now, I want you to think about something. Kanye West's mother was trying to get all this cosmetic surgery done. So you got to ask yourself why. Why was she trying to get all this stuff done? She's 58 years old. What was she doing? She getting all the stuff these young girls is getting. She was doing this over, 13, 15 years ago. I don't know, 2007, I think. What is that? 15 years ago? But we're going to get into how his mother died. So we're going to look, but you heard what he said. If I hadn't moved to Hollywood or LA, my mom would still be alive. Now, his mother moving to Los Angeles shouldn't have been really, in my opinion, working for Kanye and working with him. She should have been his mom in LA. She didn't have to work for him. Just be his mother. But because he's in the industry and she's in the industry, there's some pressure on her to look the part. But the problem is, you his mama, you ain't got to look the part. You his mother. But you know, it is what it is. It's a lot of pressure in Hollywood. Let's continue.
Sacrifice for his success. He said, "My mom."
I talk to God.
Said, "My mom will bring me to tears." The topic came up when Kanye was asked what he had to sacrifice for his success. He said, "My mom."
I talk to God about you.
So you heard what he said. He said, what did he have to sacrifice for his success? He said his mom. Now, I'm going to just be honest with you all. It sounds like he sacrificed his mother. That's what it sounds like to me. And he feels very guilty about it. He didn't actually probably, kill her, but based on him saying this, he gave the okay for it to be done. And again, the devil requires a blood sacrifice because the devil wants the blood on your hands. This is why the mark of the beast will come, and he'll want you to denounce the Messiah. There's a reason why, because the devil can't make you do it. He has to get you to do it. I talked earlier about illusion leading to delusion. They can only trick you with an illusion to make you actually do it. They can't actually do it. If they actually do it, you can't be held accountable for the response. So they give you the illusion, and then you respond to the illusion. Now it's not on them, it's on you. That's why I tell you all to be wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. Right. You got to have a sinful desire already. But let's listen to Kanye again. Take my word for it. Let's do him one more time.
Kanye West blames himself for his mom's death.
I wrote this song just so you know, no matter where you go, my love is so.
Kanye's mother, Donda, passed away at the age of 58 in 2007 from heart disease, while also suffering complications from plastic surgery. Now, 8 years later, Kanye is opening.
Now, you heard what they said, that his mother died from heart disease and complications from the surgery. So, again, the same thing with George Floyd. They said that George Floyd died from the knee on the neck and then had the heart complications afterwards. Now, what you all don't know is that Black people are the most unhealthiest people on the planet, the most unhealthiest. And they're going to tell you it's because of racism, but it's not racism. It's just that black people as a culture don't value being in shape and being healthy. So they're going to read off Donda West stats. She was almost 200 pounds at 5'2". George Floyd had one of his arteries in his heart 75% blocked. So again, the health of black people is very poor. Now, many folks say it's generational curse and all this, but to me, it's not a curse. I believe that what perpetuates a curse is poor character. So if you did what your forefathers did, who abandoned God, then guess what? You're gonna suffer the same consequence. So at the end of the day, they told you she died from heart disease, and then that was complicated by the surgery. So in other words, the surgery didn't kill his mother, heart disease did, because she was almost 200 pounds at 5'2". Somebody said Hispanics are also unhealthy. Yes, we used to always joke about how when the Mexican girls got a kid, they just blew up. They back got, I don't want to, but anyway, it's going to sound racist, but really not racist, but they used to blow up, like a chalupa. They had that baby. It was fine. Then they had that baby. It just blew up. Back got wide. But anyway, yes, but the Hispanic community is going to follow the black community, and then it's going to follow suit like that. It's going to be like what black, then Hispanic, then whites, and Asians. Everybody's going to imitate black culture. That's why I told you all the black culture will take over the whole world. But anyway, yeah, we don't know, but they said it was heart disease. Let's continue.
Up about her death to Q Magazine. The 38-year-old rapper tells the mag, "If I had never moved to LA, she'd be alive. I don't want to go far into it because it will bring me to tears." The topic came up when Kanye was asked what he had to sacrifice for his success. He said, "My mom."
I talked to God about you. He said he sent you and
My bad, y'all. Oh my goodness, my bad. Shoot. My bad, y'all. Sorry. Gosh. Let me write myself a note, man. Y'all should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that, you all. Sorry. I don't know who the anti-social socialist is, but you sound crazy. You sound crazy. But I know a lot of times you can tell what a person is battling with based on how they respond to the truth. When people resist the truth, they're already battling internal demons. Right. I think Jay sacrificed his nephew. But anyway, let me play this about the doctor.
He was once a nationally prominent cosmetic surgeon with his own TV show, The Other Half.
Things that go wrong don't go wrong that day. They generally go wrong 2 weeks after, a month after.
But overnight, Dr. Jan Adams lost everything. How did things go south so quickly? He's the physician who performed surgery on Kanye West's mom 8 years ago. She died the next day.
You're known as the doctor who killed Donda West.
Now in this world exclusive, Dr. Adams is determined to rebuild his battered reputation by revealing what he says happened to Donda West. He's calling on Kanye to clear his name.
Kanye West can end this by telling the truth.
And what do you believe that truth is?
The doctor had nothing to do with his mom's death.
Donda's death in November 2007 was huge national news.
Superstar Kanye West is mourning the death of his mother today.
And Dr. Adams quickly found himself being blamed. Critics accused Adams of performing too many procedures on the 5'2", 188-pound former English professor. A tummy tuck, breast augmentation, and liposuction, all on the same day.
Now, what would possess his mother to want to get lipo, tummy tuck, and breast augmentation all in the same day? Kanye West already admitted his mother was a feminist, black girl magic, all that nonsense. So I already know she was already that. So that helped. That black girl magic is going to lead to the demise of our women because it's a mindset that goes with that. But at 58 years old, with an increase of dying because of her age anyway, why would she go to such an extreme to get 3 procedures in one day? And you're already a risk factor because of your age. His mother is 5'2", almost 190 pounds. Come on. It's crazy. Yeah, she went overboard. It don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But someone said, I don't think he sacrificed his mother. I think there are rituals whether you agree or not. Yeah, that's not how the devil works. So what you guys don't understand is the reason why there's going to be a judgment day is because it's going to be your fault. So God would only judge you if what you did was your fault. If the devil was making you do things and folks were just killing your family members, you couldn't be judged for that. You're going to be judged because it's your fault. So the devil doesn't have any power or control. You got to give it to him. So nobody's just going around here killing people's family members for no reason. When we're talking about Hollywood and the industry, like I said before, the devil requires he's going to require a blood sacrifice. So that means you got to give the consent for this. It's not just they just kill him. No, there's a movie called, I think it's called The Red Box or something, where if you hit the button, you get $1 million, but someone's going to die. You don't know who's going to die, but someone's going to die. And so guess what? People hit that button. It could be the person next to them, their spouse. It could be their child. It could be their grandparents, their parents, their best friend, their coworkers. They don't know who it's going to be, but they still hit the button because they want the $1 million. And to me, it's probably the same way with these rituals is they say, we're going to take somebody that you love, and they may not tell you who it is. I don't know. But based on what Kanye said, the price of fame was his mother. That's what he said, not me. He said if he never moved to LA, his mother would still be alive. But let's go.
Donda West survived the surgery very well. She was at home.
Did anything during that surgery go wrong?
No.
Were there
Now, y'all didn't know, maybe y'all did. I didn't know. I didn't know she actually went home after the surgery. I thought she died on the table. No, she went home. Think about this. His mother went home. So the doctor did the surgery, but his mother went home. What's up, P-Dot? So his mama didn't die at the place. His mother died at home. So that changes the whole dynamics of the story. If she left that operating table and went home, that's not on the doctor. That's not on the doctor. She died at home. So that means when she went home, what did she do? Let's see. I need to make somebody a moderator because the anti-social socialists It's getting on my nerves. You know, you can always tell when they liberals because a liberal don't care. Liberals hate anything dealing with accountability. If it deal with accountability, liberals hate it. What's up, Dirty Laundry Media? Now, who is Sydney Goldley? Hold on, let me play this real quick. Hold on.
Any complications during the surgery?
No, no.
Were there any did anything during that surgery?
Same day.
Donda West survived the surgery very well. She was at home.
Did anything during that surgery go wrong?
No,
Were there any complications during the surgery?
no.
Was there anything prior to the operation that gave you pause about operating on this woman?
No. Our surgery center was right here.
His once thriving practice imploded because patients stopped coming.
People who were signed up for surgery wanted their money back. People who had planned surgery, canceled.
The coroner was unable to determine the exact cause of death, but did not fault Adams. So what went wrong? Dr. Adams wants the world to know that he believes Donda made a terrible mistake when she put Kanye's cousin, Stephen Scoggins, in charge of her aftercare.
Adams says he wanted Donda to recover from her surgery at a medical facility, but he claims she insisted that her nephew, a nurse with a PhD in public health, care for her at her home.
So you heard that? You heard that? Not the doctor. Now they put all this on this doctor. I thought it was the doctor too. But as we see, it wasn't the doctor. She went home and she wanted this guy to take care of her cousin. You know how black folks do. My cousin. My cousin got me. He's like, now you need to go to a medical facility. You can heal. You know, you older. Now my cousin got me. He got me. He got a PhD. He stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. He good. He insured with Geico. He good. He got a PhD in public health, but he a nurse. He ain't a doctor. I don't care what kind of jacket he got on. You just heard his qualification. He's a nurse. He ain't qualified to take care of nobody at home. I'm sorry. Post-surgery, post-operation. That man, the doctor told you to go to a medical facility, and then you decided to go to get taken care of by your cousin. It's foolish. It's foolish. So now we done ruined this other doctor's career because Kanye's mama wanted to look fine at 58 instead of doing it the right way, losing weight, you know, working out, eating right. Instead of all that, let me go get 3 procedures done in one day so I can come out looking fine. And then you made it home by the grace of God. You make it home. But instead of doing what the doctor told you to do, you said, I'm going to let my cousin take care of me. My cousin got me, the nurse. Listen, I'm going to absolve the doctor because the doctor told her what to do and she did the opposite. The doctor told her to go to a medical facility to heal. She said no. That absolves him. If I tell you, listen, go home and get some rest. You say, now I ain't listening to you. I'm finna go out and party and something happened to you. That's on you. So she did what she wanted to do. It's not on the doctor no more. He gave her the advice. Go to the facility and heal because you are older, woman. You 58 years old. Go sit down somewhere. Your cousin can't do it. Somebody said, he like one of the whispers. Yeah, it was a setup, but it wasn't a doctor though. Sound like her cousin and Kanye set her up. That's who sounded like set her up to me. The doctor told her, go to the medical facility and heal. You know, we got to start being accountable for our actions now. Everybody want to pass the buck. Ain't no passing the buck. Now, why would you go against the doctor's orders? Why would you trust the doctors to do 3 surgeries in one day, but then you don't trust him when he tells you to go to a medical facility to heal? That don't make any sense to me. So who was she listening to? Who was convincing her that she should go home with the family members? Oh, maybe Kanye and her cousin. Yeah, he looked creepy. Was an R&B singer from the late 70s, early 80s. So you believe that the doctor poisoned her and that she was going to die because he poisoned her. I don't believe that. I believe what Kanye said. Kanye said the price of fame was sacrificing his mother. That's what he said. So when she passed away, she was at home. So I'm putting the emphasis on Kanye and this guy right here, one of the whispers. Let's continue.
Her nurse wasn't there. Wasn't there.
With a PhD in public health facility, but he claims she insisted that her nephew, a nurse with a PhD in public health, care for her at her home.
Her nurse wasn't there. Her nurse was gone to a baby shower rather than taking care of his aunt.
The coroner filed a complaint with the state nursing board saying Scoggins left Ms. West in the care of laypersons, and she was left alone and unmonitored when she went into cardiac arrest.
So my question is, who didn't? So now we see the cousin. The cousin wasn't even there. So now she doesn't go to the medical facility. She goes home, and the cousin that's supposed to take care of her, he leaves her in charge or leaves her in the care of layperson. A layperson is you and I trying to watch Kanye West's mama, Donda. We don't know anything. So that means Kanye West wasn't there. The cousin wasn't even there. Some laypersons were there. Who are the laypersons? Who are the lay? Are they family members? Are they friends? Who are the laypersons that she was left to be cared by? Who? Who are they? Who are the laypersons? You see how this thing get real fishy? You see how when you start really connecting the dots and seeing how 1 + 1 really equals 2, you see how this stuff start making sense? The doctor performed what she wanted done, 3 procedures at one time, the lipo, tummy tuck, and breast augmentation. She go from that, she don't take his advice. She goes home. The cousin is supposed to take care of her. He leaves her there in the care of laypersons. Kanye West is nowhere in sight. Now, isn't that ironic that in the most pivotal time of Donda West's life, when she just got over surgery, a high-risk procedure, and she got 3 in 1 day, that none of the people that love her was around her? Isn't it ironic that none of the folks that loved Donda West was around her when she died? Kanye was gone and the cousin was gone. Doesn't it seem fishy? Doesn't it seem just a little bit fishy, just a little bit odd? Why would everybody be there for her recovery? Okay.
Dr. Adams says Donda West was left lying flat on her back, causing her to choke to death.
This lady shouldn't be dead. All you had to do is sit her up. And every nurse on the planet knows that.
Scoggins has denied all Adams' allegations that he's to blame for her death, and the nursing board dismissed the complaint against him.
Now, you heard what the man said. All they had to do was sit her up. Now, you know and I know common sense. If somebody is choking, layperson or not, you know to set them up. So that means the people that were there were either very severely mentally ill or it was done on purpose. Because if she's choking, you know you got to set her up. So the cousin, that's the nurse, wasn't there. So how is he not? Hold on. How can a complaint be dismissed on the cousin and he wasn't there to take care of her? That don't make any sense. How can a complaint be dismissed on the cousin if he wasn't there to take care of her? He was at fault then. He left her in the care of laypersons. Who are the laypersons? So you mean to tell me the board dismissed it? So now we got the board dismissing it. Now we got her being left in the care of laypersons. Now we got the cousin gone. Now we got Kanye gone. And now we got everybody saying, don't listen to the doctor. The doctor said go to a medical facility to heal, where you can get some actual real treatment, where you can be monitored all night long because what you did was do a high-risk surgery for someone 58 years old. But the board mysteriously dropped the charges against or complaints against her cousin. How convenient. How convenient. Let's continue.
Complaint against him. Dr. Adams is also revealing the existence of a secret letter, which he says he's showing for the first time.
Dr. Donda West died as a result of cardiopulmonary failure.
The letter was written by Dr. Adams himself just days after Donda's death, after he says he spoke to people who were inside the house.
Her caregivers gave her, 20 Vicodin tabs in less than 20 hours.
That.
So the lay persons who we don't know, because it wasn't a cousin, it wasn't Kanye, gave this woman 20 Vicodin in 20 hours. So that means that's a Vicodin per hour. Why would you give somebody 20 pills? You wouldn't give somebody 20 aspirin in 1 hour, in 20 hours. You wouldn't give someone 20 ibuprofen in 20 hours. You wouldn't give somebody a vitamin every hour. Like, you wouldn't do that with no other pill. So what made these lay persons think they can give this woman a Vicodin per hour and that she was going to survive? So these lay persons were severely mentally ill or was done on purpose. So I don't think they were mentally ill because the cousin left her in the care of these lay persons. So we can rule out mentally ill, because then that would have been a charge against him for leaving her in the care of somebody mentally ill. That's damaging to them and her. So clearly the board ain't going to dismiss both of them. So you got the lay persons in the house, and they're giving this woman a Vicodin per hour. Thank you, King Tabernacle. He said he ate 20 Flintstone chewables and he almost checked out. So what I'm telling y'all is it was intentional, clearly, because nobody in their right mind would give somebody 20 Vicodin in 20 hours. It's insanity. It's insanity. So again, Kanye West is saying his mother was sacrificed, but what he ain't saying is his role in it. But he already admitted that the cost of fame was his mother's life. If I never moved to LA, my mother would still be alive. So Kanye West already said what he has in this world today came at the expense of his mother. He already said that. So now I'm going to put 2 and 2 together. Kanye West said the price of fame was my mother's life. His mother had the surgery. He didn't talk her out of it. The doctor says, go to a medical facility. She says, no, my cousin got me. Now think about this now. For her to say my cousin got me means the cousin said, I'm going to take care of you. That's why she said, I'm going to the care of my cousin. If that's the case, then why would her cousin leave? Why would her cousin leave if the only reason she even went home was because he was going to be there? Does it sound fishy to y'all? I mean, salmon, red snapper, trout, halibut. Does it sound fishy to y'all? Because it sounds fishy to me.
Dr. Adams believes contributed to Donda choking. Now, with the letter revealed, Adams says it's time to finally speak out.
My point to Kanye is tell what he knows, point the finger at who the coroner pointed at. The truth, when you bury it, just grows bigger.
So you mean to tell me that your cousin is recovering from a surgery and you decide to go to a baby shower and leave her in the care of some folks who have no medical experience? Your cousin just got out of surgery and she only left because you said you would take care of her. And I'm pretty sure the doctor said she needs to be monitored for 24 hours. And we know this because they kept giving her a Vicodin every hour. We know this. So the doctor says go to a medical facility. Now I got you. Come, I'm take care of you. Get to the house. He goes to a mysterious baby shower. We don't know who had the baby. We don't know who they are. No details. Nobody care about details because we so woke and liberal. You don't care about nothing that's tangible. No details. It ain't got to make sense. You just got to feel bad. You just want to cry for Kanye. Nobody crossing the dotting the I's and crossing the T's to see what is really going on here. Come on, man. I'm not letting Kanye off the hook. Somebody said vomit. Yeah, I mean, you start throwing up, of course. You got to think. All them Vicodin would mess your stomach up. So your stomach going to be upset, obviously. Your body going to be rejecting it, obviously. Come on, man. They gave her 20 Vicodin and 20. It's insanity. So guess what, though? And this was crazy. The doctor's getting all the blame, but not her cousin who's the nurse who was in charge of her, nor the laypersons. How does everybody else get off the hook? I ain't letting him off the hook. You want to be woke now? No. Want to clear your conscience now? No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I want to know what Farrakhan said that he didn't like. What did Farrakhan say that he didn't like?
As Jewish people, he told the truth. And the ADL that apologize to those he has offended. You know what, Mr. Foxman?
Man, I don't know what this man talking about, man. Patrina, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much, or whatever it is. Thank you so much, Patrina. Now he don't get a pass. He don't get a pass. He don't get a pass. Kanye, you don't get no pass. Everybody keep bringing up since his mom died. Since now he don't get no pass, man. That man told you the price of fame was my mother. He told you that. And then he went on to talk about Bill Cosby. To talk about who else did he say? Someone else had a sacrifice that he mentioned. I forgot. I forgot. But anyway, I want to know what Farrakhan said to Kanye about that he didn't like. That's what I want to see. Man, let me go back. But we got the truth about Kanye and his mama. We got the truth. And what happened is she died at home. And the folks at that house killed her. So you get somebody 20 Viking in 20 hours, just murder. I'm sorry, it's murder.
Life is Life is bigger than an Oscar. Life is bigger than a belt. Life is.
If life is bigger than all that, then give all your money to the poor. If life is bigger than the houses and the cars and the money and all that stuff, Farrakhan, then give it up. Then give it up. If life is so much bigger than the money and the cars and the accomplishments and all that, then give it up. I bet you won't give it up. I bet you won't give it up. Thank you, Queen Weezy Jordan. That's right, Jordan's father. I'm gonna break down Jordan's dad though later, not today, but later. But if it's so insignificant, Farrakhan, then why don't you give it all up then? That reminds me of the story in the Bible with the young rich ruler. He comes to Christ and he's like just talking, I've done this, I done healed the sick, I done did all this. He basically went to Christ bragging. I done did it all. I done performed the miracles. I done saved the people. I done did it. I'm just like you. So Christ said, well, if you just like me, then shoot, go sell everything you got and come follow me. I need somebody like you. If you did all that, then you on my level. Sell everything you own and then come ride with me. I need you on my team. I need you. And the young rich ruler ran away crying. You know why? Because he didn't want to give it up. That's why. It sounds good to say the young rich ruler ran away crying. He went away weeping because he knew he couldn't part with the money. And keep in mind, he had done all these righteous things, but he couldn't let the money go. If we study that scripture, that same Bible that I want y'all to read, if we study that scripture, God only puts one thing on his level. That's money. God said you can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and mammon. The only thing, God don't put Satan on his level. God puts money on his level because people will do for money what they would not do for Satan. If Satan told the average person to go do something bad, they would tell him no. But if somebody said, I'll give you this amount of money to do it, they'll do it. Satan ain't got nothing on the money. The devil ain't got nothing on the money. People will kill their whole family for the money. Most folks won't kill their family for Satan. Folks will kill their family for money. I'm just telling you. So God tells you that you can't serve two masters because you're going to love the one, you're going to hate the other. So what happens is, if you put money above God, you're going to hate God. Let me say it again. You're going to love the one and hate the other. So if you put the money above God, you're automatically going to hate God if you love the money. And if you love God, you're going to hate the money. Money is really a tool. You should have no kind of emotional attachment to the money. The money is to be used. So what I'm telling you all is Farrakhan running his mouth, but I bet he won't get that money up. Farrakhan running his mouth, but he won't get him millions up. He won't give the millions up because he old now. What do you need the money for? He can give the money, get the money away, and then go on a pilgrimage for the rest of his life, how much every time he got left. But I bet he won't do it. Because life is more than the bling bling. Yeah, right. Then give it up. Let's continue.
Bigger than something that says I am the best at what I do. I'm the most valuable player, or my team won. But as a people, we are losing. We cannot afford to lose any of you. You are our kith and our kin, our flesh and our blood.
Where was this energy at for Malcolm? Why he spoke about Malcolm X like this? Why has Farrakhan not had this kind of energy about Malcolm X? If Malcolm X was done so wrong by him, let him tell it. It was wrong. He loved Malcolm. So if he loved Malcolm so much, why don't Malcolm get this kind of energy? Why don't Malcolm get this? Why doesn't Malcolm X get this kind of energy? Kanye can get it, Kyrie can get it, but Malcolm can't get it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, Farrakhan. And I ain't mad at Farrakhan or the Nation of Islam. Listen, I love them bean pies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I go to the West End and get them every now and then. I love them bean pies. I ain't gonna lie to you. But my question is, where is the energy at for Malcolm X, Mr. Farrakhan? You riding with Kanye, you riding with Kyrie, but you ain't riding with Malcolm X. That just seemed kind of fishy to me. Somebody said tuna, tilapia. It seemed kind of fishy to me. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
And so I wanted to say something to help us to come together rather than break apart. Because it's Ye and Kyrie today. But what they're doing to them is to make you, who are in the good graces of them, so you think. You see what we just did? Ye lost $2 billion in a few days. You might wonder, did he really have it?
If you lose $2 billion in 2 days, you didn't really have $2 billion. If you lose $2 billion in 2 days, you didn't really have $2 billion. I'm sorry. So now he didn't have it. We ain't got to speculate nothing. If he lost $2 billion in 2 days, he didn't really have the money. So him being the richest black man, can I really believe it? Because to me, it seems like in 1 week, you went from the richest black man ever to 400 million. I ain't laughing at 400 million. I'm just saying you went from the richest black man ever, and then in 1 week, you're down to 400 million. Kind of hard to believe, man. Listen, I know these folks in Hollywood and these in the entertainment industry, they ain't getting no money like that. I don't care what they show you. Them contracts is filled with all kind of stuff, and you know who getting that money from them black folks in Hollywood who are well underpaid. You know who getting that money, and this the
Hello, folks.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me come right back. Them folks ain't got no money. Them folks ain't got no money. Oh, yeah. Brief side note on Bill Cosby, too. Y'all do know that the Bill Cosby case was also fraudulent. Fraudulent. The lady that he went to prison over was the same lady that he paid out in civil court. So the first case was a civil court case where he paid her. So it should have been done. I've never seen a person pay out a civil case, pay out the money, and then they keep coming back trying to get you to go to prison. It's crazy. Anyway, it was 4 cases with the same woman, the one like Howard Stern. The first case, he paid her in a civil suit like 1 point something million or whatever. The second case, it got thrown out because she was lying under oath. The third case got thrown out because she was lying under oath. The fourth case, she told the same lies and he went to prison. Now make that make sense. Make that make sense. The first case, he paid her 1 point something million, civil case. She came back again, got thrown out of court because she was lying, perjured. The third case, perjured herself again, thrown out of court. And the fourth case, she perjured herself again for a third time, except this time he go to prison. It's all BS. Didn't let him out of prison. It's BS. It's all smoke and mirrors. Let's continue. It's all smoke and mirrors, though. Let's continue.
He lost that much that soon? You know when you signed a contract with him. I don't know what's in the contract, but you do.
Oh, I just got it. That's what Kanye was mad about. Because he said that he really Yo, he got mad because he said, did he really have it? That's why Kanye got mad. I'm saying the same thing, Kanye. Did you really have it? I don't believe you did. I don't believe you did, Kanye. But I see why he's mad with Farrakhan. Because Farrakhan said, I don't know what's in the contracts. You know what's in the contracts. Ain't no $1 billion. I can tell you that. You said it was a trans guy who's going to get thrown into a woman's or in a man's prison. A trans man's going to get thrown in a men's prison. Yeah, he's supposed to get. Yeah, it's trans. It's guys that transgender in men's prisons. Yeah, they want to be there. It's a bunch of transgender men in male prisons that want to be there. Yeah, they want to be there. Let's get.
So evidently, Adidas and all the companies that Brother Kanye is signed to or was signed to until Mr. Ari Emanuel told everybody just drop him. Beloved brothers and sisters, look, your day is soon coming. I'm asking you stop beating each other up in the public.
Dude, it's the same message recycled over and over and over again. This is what black folks just do. There's no unity, there's no community, there's no loyalty. We need to stop kidding ourselves. You can't have the righteous things under black culture because black culture is satanic and demonic. Being black is satanic and demonic. It'll never happen. These folks been trying to make black something good for almost 100 years, and it's never gonna happen. So why don't we stop kidding ourselves? Why don't we stop kidding ourselves? Our identity comes from the Father, not a skin color. Not a skin color. So it's never going to happen. It's never this Wakanda that y'all want. It's never going to happen with black folks, ever. Black folks are going to continue to do what they're doing. It's only going to get worse. And somebody mentioned it earlier. By 2030, by 2050, there will be zero wealth in the black community. That equals slavery. By 2050, even if we make it to 2050, because they say by 2030, you're going to own nothing and be happy. So 2050 is far off away from 2030. That's 20 years from 2030. I'm saying they're already predicting slavery for the black community. So I'm just telling you all right now, God didn't create you to be black. I'm sorry. He didn't. God did not create you with you being black in mind. I don't care how much they try to make black seem good. It will never be what these folks want it to be, ever. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. They keep selling you all on being black. It's propaganda. There's nothing good about being black. Black folks die the most from everything, from poor diets, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, poor diets, lack of exercise. Black folks die from everything the most. Homicide. Black people die the most from everything. There's nothing good about being black. Black folks get married at 30%. That's not good. Black folks are the poorest group in America. That's not good. There is nothing good about being black. And on top of all that, there's no unity, there's no community, none of that. So again, what these folks want black to be, it will never be, and it's only going to get worse because the rest of the world going to be black. And then when everybody's black, you're not going to be special anymore. There's a line in the first Incredibles movie. The guy said his goal was to make everybody a superhero. He said, if everybody's a superhero, then nobody will be. The same thing with being black. Everybody's going to be black. Not in appearance, just black in here and black in here. Everybody going to be black. Let's continue though.
Stop doing that. But of course, that's what the master wants us to do. There's a slave here that's getting out of place, and teach him a lesson. Beat him up.
Listen, y'all, I'm going to say this right now. I don't subscribe to this notion that when black folks get challenged by white people or Jewish people, all of a sudden now they're in a slave role. That is a cowardly statement and is a cop-out statement. Ain't nobody whooping Kyrie nor Kanye. They both made choices, and these are the consequences. So as grown men, they are owning up to their consequences. This is what it is. They're not slaves. Don't put that slave stuff on them. I reject it. That them being slave is that one of those byproducts of blackness and being black. You making them a slave is a part of the program and conditioning of being black. Don't put that on them. Just because they're getting challenged, having their character challenged, having their principles challenged, having their honor challenged, just because they're getting challenged by Jewish people and white people doesn't mean they're being buck broken. They're not slaves. They're free men with their own mind, and they speak how they want to speak. They're not slaves. Now, a lot of you all out there are slaves because y'all would never deviate from the script. Y'all going to be black till y'all die. And if you're black, you most assuredly will die. Because if you're black, you're already dead. Let's continue. My bad, you. I don't know how that happened because I got my do not disturb sign on. I don't know how that happened. That's right. And I forgot leading abortions. Now, this is hell. You might be late to the class. So I'm going to explain to you so you can understand. Nobody is black. You're not black. Black, this microphone stand is black. My shirt is black. And you can clearly see that my physical skin color is different than black. So that means when you say that you are black, you are saying a lie. If you walk around saying a lie, this is hell. The name is crazy. But if you walk around saying a lie, then there's a consequence for you lying. This is what black folks don't understand. If you walk around saying that you are black, you are lying. It's not true. There is a consequence for you lying. Just telling you. So my shirt is black. Obviously, my skin is not. This is common sense. It's common sense. So at least y'all could say brown. Y'all saying black. At least you can say light brown, or, children of the rainbow. Children of the rainbow because, we produce all the colors. So you can say children of the rainbow. You ain't even saying that. Y'all just saying blackity, black, black, blue, black. Showing all kind of stuff on Instagram, making people's skin darker. It's really idol worship. It's really just idol worship. But let's continue. I got to go pretty soon.
Saying to you, don't do that. Call your brother. Come and sit down with us. Tell us about this movie. I understand that Brother Shaq, Keel, O'Neal put it up in his theater. Go see it. You don't want to read Secret Relationship with Blacks and Jews that we finance, we researched.
Yes, sir.
And you told me when we sat down. We had dinner together in the home of the Jewish rabbi. I went, others went. I brought
Now, you know Farrakhan's father is Jewish, right? Just for the record. His father is Jewish. Just for the record, his dad is Jewish. And Farrakhan, again, is posing no threat to the system because he's a part of it. The Jewish community always lets someone come out and say something because they always need an antagonist to validate them being an oppressed group. So they always want to let someone talk so they can feel like they're being attacked. That's all this is about. It's BS. It's propaganda. But Farrakhan is all these folks working together. All these folks working together. That's right, King Tabernacle. Shaq dressing in drag. All these, listen, man, all these folks is working together, man. Farrakhan, Shaq, they're working together, man. All of them. They all working together. Let's continue.
brought some of my people, and there were two rabbis. There was Irv Kupcinet, great reporter for the Chicago Sun-Times. And after we had a beautiful dinner together, we looked like we were going to be on a page together where the controversy could stop. But the rabbi said to me, this is love fest that is near the end of the dinner. But then he reached in his pocket and pulled out an envelope and said, but this is tough love. We want something from you. And they said, Minister, we have to watch you over a protracted time to make sure that you've changed. Then we had just put out the first volume of The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. And you all told me, we want you to renounce this book because it's a great calumny against the Jewish people. You said that to me. You said to me, nobody that is deemed an enemy to the Jewish people is ever written of well in history. You know you control much of the publishing industry. So if you write the books, your people are heavily placed in the media. So when you all get ready to dog us out, you call those in that you pay.
Now, what do it sound like to y'all? Let's just be real for 1 second. You want to sit down with the people that you've been talking about all this time. And you want to sit down with them and accomplish what? And accomplish what? You want to sit down and accomplish what? By sitting down with these rabbis. What are they going to tell you? What are you going to tell them? It's just funny to me that Farrakhan would even sit down and talk with them. Because clearly, whatever they talked about at that dinner, over that kosher meal, they thought that Farrakhan was on board because they handed him an envelope. So clearly, whatever he told them, it made them think he was with the deal. Somebody said he wanted a bigger envelope. Maybe the money wasn't enough. Somebody said the kosher tax. So at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out what y'all talk about to make this man hand you an envelope. What's up, Root? What did Farrakhan talk about with the rabbis to make them give this man an envelope, which means the envelope was already prepared. So before he got there, whatever was in the envelope was put in. So they was already prepared for him to agree with whatever they're going to do anyway. So when he gets up from the dinner table, they hand him an envelope. Say, this tough love. I don't know what's in the envelope. Was it somebody's finger? I don't know what was in the envelope. I don't know. Was it some money? We don't know what was in there. We don't know. But whatever it was, Farrakhan didn't say what he said or what he did. He just jumped to the next thing, talking about the media and all this. He never said what he did with the envelope. Did he take it? Did he give it back? Not another. What did he? He just skipped to a whole other scene. He went to a whole different scene. Let's continue.
Then you told me that if I did all the things that you all asked me to do, you would clean up my image. You knew you dirtied it. But I'm not going to beg and bow to you to clean up my image. God is sufficient for me. And God is sufficient for Kyrie and Ye. And God is sufficient for everyone who has been made a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a billionaire. And then you call your man at Forbes and tell them, put it in the book that there's a new billionaire black kid on the block. There's Miss Oprah, one of the most beautiful women you could ever have as a friend. But now she has something to lose if she's not careful. Careful means you have to guard your mouth. So you used to be able to open it.
Are y'all moved by Farrakhan's speech? Are we moved by Farrakhan? I mean, I'm being serious. Like, I just want to know, where is this energy for Malcolm X? Why wasn't this done for our brother Malcolm? If he loved Malcolm, Malcolm was his brother, he loved him, all this great stuff. Why has he never put this type of energy that he's given to Ye and Kyrie for Malcolm X? Why has he never given this energy to Malcolm X? It just seems suspect to me. It just don't make any sense to me. You don't even know Kanye and Kyrie like that, but you love Malcolm. So how does Ye and Kyrie get all this, but Malcolm gets nothing? You gave his daughter a half-hearted apology. And then when that man asked you, why was you at the mosque in New Jersey when Malcolm was killed in New York? Why was you at the mosque minutes away? Why wasn't you in your regular mosque at that moment? Why was you so close to the crime scene that morning? He couldn't answer the question. He couldn't answer the question. Yes, sir. You know, it's very tough. I imagine once you built a life that where you're filthy rich and you have everything you want, and then it gets threatened. Like you don't want to come down here to the bottom. But I'm inclined to believe that these people ain't got good financial sense. Because if I got 100 million tomorrow, I'm good. I don't know how these folks is. If I got 100 million tomorrow, you can keep making money. You just buy some property. You know, you can make money. You can make money. Like you got 100 million, 200 million, 300 million. Y'all shouldn't worry about nothing. I'm trying to just figure out how y'all got all this money and y'all still bowing y'all head, tucking y'all tail. It don't make any sense to me. Let's continue.
I'm going to do that again. You used to be able to open it. Now, when they pull that chain, now you can't find your voice. You're afraid. When fear grips you because you think you're going to lose something that's dear to you, so you don't want to venture out because you're afraid.
That ain't why. He wrong. That ain't why they afraid. They already made the deal. They already took the deal. So they know going against the deal is death. They already took the deal. Oprah, all of them, they already took the deal. Somebody fact check Blanche. Listen, hey Bamski, look, all these people run their mouth, right? Anytime people challenge me, it's an emotional argument. They'll never pull up any facts, data, stats, nothing. Because one thing black folks ain't gonna do is read. It's like they get an aneurysm. So I know A. Washington ain't finna read. He gonna try to open the book up and his brain gonna explode. So it's always an emotional argument. They come on here. These are grown men. It's 10:40 on a Friday night, and he on live when I'm on live. I don't go on folks' page if I don't respect them. I don't listen. I listen for those I respect. So I'm trying to understand why a grown man would waste their time on a page and they don't agree with the person who's giving the lecture. Not a lecture, but who's doing the talking. Why do you even care? I wouldn't even be on the page, me. But these men, they are drawn to it because they wish I was their father. That's what they wish. They come to me and I'm like a father figure to them. And I get it. It's a burden. It's a burden. I get it. Right, King Tabernacle. They won't fact check Farrakhan. They won't fact check none of these woke folks running their mouth. They won't fact check Stacey Abrams. They won't fact check Raphael Warnock. They won't fact check Joe Biden. They won't fact check Kamala. They won't fact check none of these woke people. None of them. But I know what it is. I'm a father figure. And so when they hear me talking, they're like, I wish he was my father. I'm telling you what it is. Because they always come to my page just to hear me speak. I believe some of these dudes is so sick, they'll listen to me talk as they going to sleep. Just to hear my voice to calm them down so they can go to bed at night. I really do believe that. They got me playing, talking right now, and they laying in the bed with their eyes closed, listening to me talk so they can go to sleep at night to feel that protection from their father. Yeah, they got daddy issues. Right, Cole, Papa Blanche. I'm Papa Blanche to these guys. That's my name for all the male trolls in there. I'm Papa Blanche. That's really my nickname from my family. They call me Papa. That's really my nickname. So that's funny you said that. So Papa Blanche, that's what it is. Yeah, they listening to me going to bed. He probably sleep now. Look at him. Look, he done fell asleep. Look, I told you. He ain't on here. He done fell asleep. I told you. Oh no, Lisa, that's different, Lisa. Lisa, you a woman. That's different. This a grown man doing this. He's doing it for a whole other different reason. He just want to feel like he protected by his father. Like you know, when a dad come into the room and say, "You all right, son? I'm good, Dad. Okay, good night, son." That's all it is. That's all they want. Let me continue though.
I say this, dear beloved, resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
And I got one more thing, right? Farrakhan is supposed to be a Muslim. Why is he always quoting the Bible? Farrakhan is supposed to be a Muslim, literally the Nation of Islam. Why is he always quoting the Bible? Now, he done gave this whole lecture right now, and he ain't mentioned no Quran. He bringing up the Bible. Why does Farrakhan always use the Bible if he's a Muslim? Can someone make that make sense for me? Use the Quran. Why are you using the Bible? He always used the Bible. Use the Quran. What, you can't read Arabic? What is it? You can't read it? Use the Quran. I don't get it. Don't make any. Let's continue. He tells his followers that you can't be a Muslim if you aren't a Christian. What? Now listen. Now y'all know these Muslims that ate some pork. Now hold on now. Now y'all know these Muslims is eating some pork now. Y'all know that, right? My dad said when he was in prison, he'd be one of the cooks back there cooking. He said they always wanted some pork. They always wanted some pork. They sneak and got the pork. That's what my dad told me. So again, they didn't ate some pork. They ate some pork. Now, come on now. Let's continue.
To resist means to withstand the action or the effect of. Because if you stand and fight with truth and unity, you'll never lose even what you got. They don't want to be shown up. They want to put fear into you. And they do have power to hurt us. And God has plenty of power to hurt them.
My bad, y'all. Sorry. My cousin gonna get me, man. She told me about this. But I'm gonna say it again. Farrakhan said that the Jews have power and God has power, but he didn't mention black power. He said the Jews got power to hurt black people and God got power to hurt the Jews, but black folks ain't got no power. He said ain't no black power. If black power was real, then somebody forgot to pay the bill because I ain't seen it. So at the end, y'all are funny. Y'all got knock. Y'all got we can't. Boy, when I be on mute, y'all be sitting me all kind of stuff. That's funny though. Thank y'all though. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. So somebody said you said we don't have. Nah, Farrakhan just told you. Farrakhan said the Jews have power and God have power. He didn't make nothing about no black folks have no power. I didn't make that. Farrakhan said that, not me. Farrakhan said that, not me. But listen, y'all. Well, listen. I love y'all, and we're not going to absolve Kanye West. We are not going to absolve Kanye West because Kanye West, we got 2 videos to show before I close out. We got 2 videos to show before I close out again, so I can reiterate this point that Kanye West ain't innocent. This is from the horse's mouth, not mine.
Kanye West blames himself.
This is from the horse's mouth, not mine. And I like Kanye, I do, but he ain't exempt. And again, since Kanye brought it up, I didn't bring it up. I don't talk about his mama like some folks do. I don't bring it up. But since he brought it up, I'm going to talk about it. Let's hear what he said about his mama. Now, we already went through how she died, how that was a setup done on purpose, and it wasn't that doctor. But let's see what he said about his mama one more time.
Kanye West blames himself for his mom's death.
I wrote this song just so you know, no matter where you go, my love is so mama.
Kanye's mother, Donda, passed away at the age of 58 in 2007 from heart disease, while also suffering complications from plastic surgery. Now, 8 years later, Kanye is opening up about her death to Q Magazine. The 38-year-old rapper tells the mag, "If I had never moved to LA, she'd be alive. I don't want to go far into it because it will bring me to tears." The topic came up when Kanye was asked what he had to sacrifice for his success. He said, "My mom."
I talked to God about you. He said he sent you and
Passed away at the age of 58 in 2007 from heart disease, while also suffering complications from plastic surgery. Now, 8 years later, Kanye is opening up about her death to Q Magazine. The 38-year-old rapper tells the mag, "If I had never moved to LA, she'd be alive. I don't want to go far into it because it will bring me to tears." The topic came up when Kanye was asked what he had to sacrifice for his success. He said, "My mom."
I talked to God about you.
So you heard Kanye out of his own mouth. Now let me put this on Instagram real quick. Then I'm gonna be going. Hold on. Let me show y'all this on Instagram real quick.
So this is what really happens with Peter, AV, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah. Do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yes. Yeah. 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 So this is what really happens with Peter, AV, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah. Do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yes. Yeah. 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 So this is what really happens with Peter, AV, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yeah. Do on our way to a Vogue event: ribs and French fries. Yes.
So as you see, Kanye West is holding the place of these 2 guys in his limo, and his wife is letting you all know this is what really goes on. So Kanye West has already been compromised. This is how the industry goes. They're not going to let you get to that level without having something over your head. they can't allow someone to have that much power and influence and be free. It's not how that works. So again, just like when Malcolm X left Nation of Islam, he was killed months later because they can't allow you to be free with that kind of voice. This is how it works.
So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event, ribs and French fries. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event, ribs and French fries. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event, ribs and French fries. Yeah. So this is what really happens with Peter, Evie, Kanye.
So again, so Kanye West compromised. He married Kim Kardashian. That added to it. I'm just sorry. So at the end of the day, he made this bed. He must lie in it. But hopefully, his redemption is him just telling the truth. And let what happens happens. But we already know that Kanye, for him to get to where he was, there had to be some kind of compromise. They're not going to let you get that big. I don't care who it is in the Hollywood entertainment industry. They're not going to let you get that big unless you compromise yourself. And usually it comes in the form of spilling innocent blood. That's how it works. This is how the devil works. I'm sorry. All your favorites, I don't care who they are, there is a level of compromise involved. I've read that in order to get out, you have to either take a limb, you got to cut one of your limbs off, or pluck one of your eyes out, or something like that. It's something to get out. It's very difficult to get out. But yeah. So listen, I love you all. I thank you all. And Kanye West told you all that he sacrificed his mother. That's what he told you. He said if the price of fame was his mother's life, and I believe him. And so now he may want to just try to get right before he goes to see the father. I don't know. But anyway, I love you all. Thank y'all for being here on this Sabbath evening. And I will see you all probably on Sunday. I love y'all and thank y'all. Bye, YouTube. I love y'all.